Welcome to the Orangeburg Area Free Public Library Summer Reading Program, Tales or Tales. Today I'm going to read Where the Wild Things Are, with the stories and the pictures by Maurice Sendak. This book is published in 1964 and is a Caldecott winner. Where the Wild Things Are. And there's Max in his costume and some of the wild things. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, here he is pitching a tent, or another, chasing the dog with a fork, his mother called out him, "Wild thing!" And Max said, "I'll eat you up." And he was sent to bed without eating anything. There's the moon through the window. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. The full moon is still out. Oh, now it's daytime. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed through it night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible yellow eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring at all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And the wild things in Max stamped their feet and howled at the moon. And they swung from the trees. And they had a parade with Max as the king. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around him, from far away and across the world, he smelled good things to eat, and he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. And that is the story of Where the Wild Things Are. Thanks for joining us.